computadora. I'm gonna grabando. I think we're on.
Hi.
Hi.
Hola.
Hello. So here I am really happy to be with the both of you, Fer and Vero Molina from Molinas Nutrición. So we were going to go live today, but we were having some technical difficulties. So I'm going to take advantage because I have them here. I was able to get them together, and we're going to just do the interview here. So I invited Fer y Vero to come talk to us a little bit about nutrition and some smart ways to eat during this time of COVID, now that we're all at home, because if anybody is like I am, I'm like, okay, going to the refrigerator way too often and trying not to eat something bad, but also apart from that, trying to make sure I'm eating things that are boosting my immune system, because, I was getting a little bit of a cough earlier this week, and then I'm like, oh my God, freaking out a little bit, and so upping up on my Lyme and things like that. So thank you so much, both of you, for being here.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if you don't know, I wrote an article about my experience with Vero Molina. I haven't been with Fer, but I've been with Vero. But they have a nutrition office in town. They're both nutritionists, and it's called Molinas Nutricion. And I will put all the information in the written part here below. You can click the links below, and we'll share their social media, etc. But I had a really great experience with Vero because I've had issues with my stomach, gastritis, etc. And Vero really helped me. She completely transformed my stomach. Really helped me with my stomach. And then, of course, with the adding a little bit of maybe helping to lose a little bit of weight here and there, a little bit of fat here and there. That's always welcome. Right?
Okay.
So why don't you guys introduce yourself? Fer, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and then Vero?
Okay, well, hi. Thank you for having me. My name is Fernanda. You can call me Fer. I'm a nutritionist dietitian. I'm a researcher at Universidad Marista. My field of study is metabolism and human nutrition. I work also with diabetes and genetics, and also I give a private consultation at our private office, Molinas Nutrición. I have a master's degree in science in clinical and public health nutrition, and as well ¿cómo se dice? Diplomado.
A diploma. I have
a diploma. Okay.
Like a certificate.
Sorry, my English is a little rusty, so a diploma.
I sprung the English part on them just about 10 minutes ago. So, and by the way, it's in English.
We didn't have time to practice.
Yeah.
No, we did not.
But they're
yeah, with pregnancy and nutrition and sports and nutrition.
And what was the last part?
Pregnancy and nutrition, and also sports nutrition.
Sports nutrition.
Yep.
Okay, and Vero?
You see the mastermind I have to work with. I get to work with. Now I have to work.
No, we're a team.
I'm also a dietitian, and I'm a mom, and I work at the office, at Molinas Nutrición office, and we actually all type of patients, and we like to keep studying. We like to be like on top of stuff. No, like right now with coronavirus, we're trying to study a little bit about it. We get to work with people with pregnancy that are pregnant. We get to work with people that want to lose weight or gain weight, or just make like their life a little better through the food, through nutrition. That's what we do. That's what we want to do. We want to see your nutrition like make it a lifestyle, not a diet, and making this the way to health. I don't know if I make myself clear.
Right.
You know that also medicine is. Medicine is the biggest part, that it treats diseases, but also like with you and your gastritis, we try to work with food to make you feel better and be better and get your immune system better and everything.
And be happier.
And be happier. Right. Because one of the first thing you asked me is like, okay, so what do you eat? So that you could kind of base what maybe you were going to add in or take out of what I was already eating. So it wasn't like something very different or something that didn't work with me. So I appreciated that. So tell us a little bit about maybe some advice during this time in particular, in COVID-19. What is some of the advice you would give to us as far as diet and nutrition?
Okay, first of all, it's not such like you don't have to do anything extraordinary, meaning you need to be healthy, okay? So all the recommendations that we always give, for example, try to eat whole grains, leave out the refined sugars, the harinas, how do you say harinas?
No, I mean, it's the carbohydrates that are high in sugar, refined, yes.
Exactly. Eat whole grains, usually lots of vegetables, okay? Fruit is good, but we want to eat the fruit complete. We don't want to drink fruit juices, even though we always heard like vitamin C comes from orange juice, but not necessarily, because in one little orange juice, how many oranges do you need? Okay, so it's better to eat your fruit always, no? But what we need to take out of our diet are the refined sugars, the things that we normally crave. Like when you're in your house, you're like, okay, now what do I do? What you were telling us, now you go to the fridge, or you go to your pantry and check, okay, yes, this cookie, okay. So basically, what I was saying, and what else, Fer?
Yes, and also keep hydrated. A lot of people, you know, like Veronica was saying about fruit juices, it's not the best option to stay hydrated. Water is the best option. If you don't like water, you can like personalize your water by, you know, adding slices of, you know, different fruits to have like a sense of the water. And how much water should you drink a day? Around 2 liters is a good option, but it depends on the person, the weather. Just keep in mind that you don't have to feel thirsty to drink water. It's right before.
Right. So if you were gonna maybe suggest some go-to fruits and vegetables that would like our immune system boosters, what would you recommend?
Well, citrus are always good, okay? The bell peppers, but the red kind, is a really good immune system booster. Also the ginger, okay? You know, ginger, it can be like the root, or it can be in powder.
Yeah, powdered. Yeah.
And we have in our page like an immune system booster tea. It's ginger and lemon, and maybe you can add some cinnamon, and you can add some, that could be good. What other food? The garlic, of course. Berries, the berries like strawberries, raspberries, and those are all that are great, and you can use them frozen. I mean, you don't have to buy them fresh.
Yeah, that's a thing that are asking us a lot, that if frozen or canned vegetables are wrong, and actually there's nothing wrong, especially these times that we cannot like be outside as often as we wanted. They are okay to eat frozen vegetables.
Well, now that Fer is mentioning, I'm sorry, the frozen vegetables, the only thing you have to take care is the way that you cook them, okay? It's not the same. I mean, if you put the frozen vegetables in water, they have some hydrosoluble vitamins inside the water, so you need to use that water, okay? Maybe to make soup or to make something. What is a good way to unfreeze them, to cook them right in the skillets, okay? Yep, or heat,
steamed.
Thank you. Yeah.
Voila.
Okay. Yeah, but vegetables and are like the essential right now, okay? And also, if you like dairy, if you consume dairy, the yogurt, like the Greek yogurt, it's a great option. But Greek yogurt without sugar, without added sugar, okay? There are many kinds now in the supermarket, and also those can be, I mean, right now in Merida it's really hot, so you can make some frozen yogurt treats, okay? Or it can be like, for example, a snack, and it's sweet. It could be sweet, and it could be with fruit, and you are adding there to a power immune system. So,
right.
Yeah.
And what about honey as an additive, like for sweet?
Honey.
Honey.
Do you like honey?
I like honey, but you know, I'm going to put honey in there. But I mean, is that, what about honey? Is that a good option? Or
I mean, it's a good option for sweeter, but it's not going to just, you know, like boost your immune system at the moment.
right.
So we are trying to have other options as well for sweeter, or I mean, it could be more fruit. I mean, you could use honey in a small amount. That could be a good option as well.
Okay.
Yes, but not to use it like, oh, because it's gonna boost my immune system.
Yes.
Right.
Okay? Because it's high in, I mean, we want you to eat stuff that do not, I'm sorry,
That's okay.
that do not raise your insulin level.
Yeah. Put them on.
You know, she told us she's a mother, but Vero has 3 small children. So.
And they promise to be good, but I guess the time,
She's a saint.
their time is up.
Yeah. They give you 20 minutes. That's it. That's the
Yeah. Yeah.
One thing
You know.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you know, other nutrient that is very important for immune system is omega-3. And I mean, it could be, you know, through some good fats. You can obtain it through, you know, fish, salmon, also, tuna,
Yes.
olive oil, sorry?
Chia seeds.
Chia seeds, which are my hit at the moment. And also, vitamin D is very important.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to use it as supplements. You can go to the sun and be 15 minutes. You know, here in Yucatan is
Vitamin D.
yes, and you know, because the sun helps to the vitamin D to work in our body and boost the immune system. So in these times it's very important.
Exactly.
Right. So what about bicarbonato with lime? Because I know there's a lot of talk about that all over the internet, that you know, it'll kill the virus, et cetera, et cetera. But, and I know, you know, Vero, when I was having issues with my stomach, you did tell me to have some bicarbonate with, I don't know, I don't think you told me lime, but to help with
water.
So what would you guys say as professional nutritionists about that?
What do you say?
I mean, there's a lot of things that they say, okay, it worked for me, so now you have to do it, no? But because it's alkaline, your body gets alkaline. Actually, your body does a great work doing that itself, okay?
Okay.
So you would not need that as an extra. In your case, for example, you had a lot of acid. That's why we said, okay, maybe this like a little bit could help, but not necessarily killing a virus, or not necessarily making your body less available for the virus, okay?
Right.
This you're gonna do through your food, through eating. I mean, if you sit down and you're gonna drink your bicarbonate because you read that a fitness guru said it or something, no? Sadly, that's what most people do. But then you sit and I want the sweet bread, or I want the chips, or and later you eat the chocolate, and then you eat that, okay? But you're drinking your bicarbonate, and everyone thinks it's fine, right? But no, the best you could do is eat correctly, all the things we said, eat your enough fruit, vegetables, whole grains. You don't have to get rid of anything that does good for you, okay? You have to get rid of the extra processed sugar and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the thing is that we've been reading a lot about the virus, the coronavirus. It's not like the virus is worse in some places than others. The virus acts worse if a person doesn't have the strength or the correct immune system or the correct diet. You see, the immune system works through an inflammatory response. The inflammatory response is a way to fight a virus, fight a disease, fight all the bad things that affect your body. And a doctor explained it like really easy for me. It's like sometimes the inflammation goes like so much that it affects the other way around, affects your body, okay? So we have to set the correct way to stop the inflammation to affect us. It's like, for example, your house is burning and the firemen just come and try to put the fire down, but it's with water, but it's so much water that you get drowned by the water. So what we're trying to do is to have this diet that doesn't trigger the inflammatory response the other way around, you know? So these foods and nutrients, what we just mentioned, help the immune system to work the proper way. So,
right. So, okay, so let's get real, because we all know we have some cravings for like sugar and pasta and things like that. So what would be a good balance to not overdo it, but then not ever eat that, because that's probably not going to happen, that we won't ever eat it. So what would be a
go
good
online to Molinas Nutrición and you check the banana muffins, or I mean, there are some options, okay, that right now many people are cooking. Obviously, you get online and you see all the really sugary stuff and it looks awesome, but we try to do a little bit, and using fruits, using oatmeal, using bananas, and maybe you can add honey, for example, to a banana bread, okay? So if you have that at home, instead of having all the processed sugary things, you're gonna snack on that. You're gonna prefer that. Also, the fruit is great, and right now you freeze, for example, a banana or some grapes or whatever you have at home, it's even sweeter. Okay, there's actually some saying that says fruits are nature's Skittles. Okay, so there you have like sweets, and maybe at first you're gonna say, okay, this oatmeal banana cupcake does not taste anything at all like the real banana bread yet, but maybe you're gonna get used to it, and you know that you're doing some good for you. And maybe some people like right now that we are in isolation are saying, oh, I'm gaining weight. I mean, we are giving, not only us, but many other accounts are giving great options of exercise. Also, exercise is a way to reduce the inflammatory response. And I mean, so yes, the cravings stay there, but don't make the cravings
overcome you.
Exactly. I mean, you can get, for example, obviously there is some dark chocolate without sugar. There are some others that have no sugar, but maybe today you want to eat a Milky Way. Well, okay, but not tomorrow or not the next day. I mean, it's indulge a little, but don't let that overcome all your health. Okay, or because right now we're
especially this moment, because all the things that you mentioned, you know, the Milky Way and all the, you know, sugar stuff, that triggers insulin, and insulin, which is when high, the inflammation response is worse. So you don't want a body that is not capable to, you know, combat the, or to combat, to fight the virus. So we have to be on guard.
Exactly, right. Obviously, because then you read, oh, this guy got it and only got like a little cup, and the other one, I mean,
why it happens, right?
But a body that is ready to fight this infection, that is ready because it's it has nutrition, bien nutrido.
Yes, well nourished.
Well nourished.
Thank you.
Yes.
And it's gonna fight better the disease, or it's not gonna set an environment that triggers this inflammatory response.
Yeah, actually, that's why the WHO says that, you know, some people are more willing to have the disease than others that are more vulnerable, such as diabetes, type 2 diabetes, or type 1 diabetes people already have an immune system that is compromised.
Right.
So, and these moments, they have to be like extra careful with their diet, extra careful with all the measurements, you know, washing your hands, exercise, the sunlight, everything like that. So everything, the immune system is better for them, for us, for everyone.
Right, right.
Also, one thing that we haven't mentioned, and it's not nutrition, but also a good night's sleep or a good rest time.
Which is also, because I know a lot of people are suffering.
Maybe, but it's also a key, an important part of all this staying healthy and making your body stay healthy.
Right. Yeah. And I know I've heard a lot of people are having problems with insomnia. I think because of the anxiety or the worry about money and about the virus, and that's been
everything.
And for everything. Yeah. I mean, would you have some good tips if people are suffering from insomnia? Some maybe good foods or drinks that could help them to sleep better?
maybe you can have a chamomile tea. Do not eat too late. If you're gonna exercise, do not do it if you're having trouble after
Very late.
6, 7, exactly, because it has the adrenaline response. And do not have food, obviously, that it's very, like a very big meal at night, because then it's gonna make your digestion, it's gonna be difficult for you to sleep. And I said chamomile tea, and maybe reading instead of being with your cell phone like before sleep, and getting tired during the day. Maybe not, if you're gonna exercise, do it like earlier. So and set alarms, for example, okay, maybe you're not gonna fall asleep, but try to be in the place you sleep by 10 o'clock or by 11, I don't know. And those could be some tips.
Right. Okay, so I wanted to touch quickly on some of your specialties, or your specialties for people that suffer from diabetes, or maybe that have specific diseases where they need a specific diet plan. I mean, whether it's during COVID-19, whether it's during COVID-19.
I'm sorry.
Whether it's during COVID-19 or whether it's in a regular life. Who do you guys work with as far as people that have special needs?
Special needs, well, type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes. We have people with hypertension and cardiovascular diseases as well. Also with, well, stomach issues, such as colon irritable bowel syndrome. Yeah. What else, Vero?
And also malnutrition, some people, and just like health in general, Yeah, we have diseases, but also people that are sometimes they go, what can I do for you? And say, well, I just want to be healthier. I just want to feel good. I just want to be more active.
Learn how to eat.
Maybe you don't know, but the food you're eating is not enough for whatever you do every day. Some people, as we say, okay, the cars function on gasoline and some on electricity. Your body functions with food. Food is the energy for your body. So, okay, we help people feel better through food, but also without any diseases. And pregnant women, we treat also. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay, and also, kind of to start wrapping things up a little bit, I know you both are really active on social media. That's how we met. We met through Instagram, I think. And
we met at a breakfast.
At a breakfast, exactly. At a healthy breakfast.
A healthy breakfast.
Exactly. And I know it's very useful. I go on your social media when I'm looking for a healthy recipe, because they do recipes and they put it up both on their feed, but also they'll do stuff in their stories. And you were mentioning, do you have a website as well where you post things? Where do you post all your tips and your recipes, etc.?
Normally it's on Instagram, and it goes
Facebook.
Together with Facebook.
Okay.
We are more active in Instagram because it's easier for us. I mean, it's easier and we manage it easier, but we post some stuff, but normally the stories that last 24 hours are like our daily things. For example, maybe some breakfast, maybe some exercise. Oh, we saw this product, and we are working on maybe a website soon.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Very soon.
Yeah. So Instagram is your strong point, and it's definitely recommended. I'll put the link there. You need to go check out there, because like you mentioned, you have, like, for those of us who have a sweet tooth sometimes.
And for example, right now that for all these things that's going on, we're still working, but we're doing it online, and this can obviously help us connect with other people from different parts of Mexico that maybe they've been asking us a lot, and because we had thankfully a lot of work to do here we couldn't actually put the online part, so we are working right now online through video calls, like
here.
Yeah, exactly, that's what we've been doing.
Yeah. Okay, right. Yeah, exactly. You can have new clients or have clients online right now, which is a benefit too. Right. So you're both probably very active working from home.
Yes.
I would think, right?
Yes.
Well, any other last tips or anything that you'd like to share with us?
Well, I would recommend that, there's a lot of information, but there's also too many to listen, no? So just focus on the basics, okay? Basics would mean eat healthy, complete food, what we've been telling you all, to be healthy, okay? There's nothing extra special you need to do, but remember the first thing that we say, cut back on all refined sugars, and and treat your food like to fuel your body and to fight the inflammation process. That's what I would recommend. And follow Molinas Nutrición, obviously.
Yeah. You'll be happier.
Yes, you will be happier.
Yes.
Anything else, guys?
No, thanks for having us.
Yes,
thanks for thinking of us.
Yeah, absolutely. So
yes, first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad because I'm a total fan.
Thank you.
All right.
We are a fan too.
Oh, good. Well, thanks so much, ladies. And I will be seeing you soon, definitely on social media here and there. And we'll be in touch. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Virtual hugs.
Yeah, virtual hugs.
Yes. Bye.
We'll let you get back to your kids now, Vero.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that.
We love the kids. All right.
Bye.